I am an idiot. Now, I have done quite a large fuck up in the fact that upon editing this episode, I managed to delete the footage for this race and the next one, which is something that's quite important. So, this is going to be a very different episode of Co op, and just so that there is an episode of some description out. Pepper has very kindly provided me with sub footage so I can at least run you through vaguely what happened. Obviously, I won't shot a lot of the driving from Pepper, otherwise there's no real point in watching Pepper's video. So, first things first, loading into the lobby, I put on the softer. I'm going to die in the process of making this as well. Oh, Christ. If it could go wrong, it probably has. Jesus Christ, the voice crack as well. Oh, God. I don't know why I bothered with this. Anyway. So I put Pepper on the softer option of tyres since I beat him last time out in Kota. And for the setup change, I just put the front camber on my car all the way up to the right. For the practice session itself, Pepper and I discovered the joys of 8 ballast through Eau Rouge, with the back end trying to swap ends. And the session ended with me crashing into the wall on the exit of Malmedy. The pace was strong though, when Pepper and I ended up 19th and 20th. So, heading straight into qualifying, Q1 was easy enough. Pepper was 7th on the super soft, myself in 6th on the soft tyres, and the ones eliminated were Van Dorn, Ericsson, Sorokin, Scholl, and Brendan Hartley, so no one meaningful in the slightest. Q2 was also pretty straightforward. I put myself in 4th with Pepper in 8th. Perez, Sainz, Alonso, Leclerc, and Gasly all fell by the wayside, so again, no real surprises in the ones that got eliminated. Q3 came around, and suddenly I developed an allergy to staying on the track. Couldn't stay on the track to save my life. So as a result, ended up qualifying 10th. Meanwhile, Pepper somehow managed to end up doing a lap, which was good enough for the front row. Which is, doubly delightful for me. So, the start of the race, we started on the inters with the weather forecast telling us it was going to dry up towards the end of the race. On the first lap, I made up 3 places at the start, off the line, put me up into 7th, and then at the end of the lap at the final chicane, Pepper ended up just not doing the chicane and completely cutting the second part of it. And went straight over, so he ended up getting a 5-second penalty. And then on lap 2, up at the top of the hill at the Com, Pepper decided to cause a crash, which involved Hamilton and Raikkonen, and one of the Red Bulls ended up getting collected up in it as well, so I ended up gaining 3 places, while Pepper kept his 2nd place for the time being. The rain then started to ease off within the next lap or 2, and then we were in the process of the track drying up pretty slowly, and it was just a choice of when we thought it was a good idea to go on to the dry tyres. Pepper elected to come in at the end of lap 7, served his penalty, and then rejoined in 8th. The DRS was enabled a lap later. At the end of the lap, I came in and pitted. I rejoined in 6th place, just in front of Pepper, who had obviously served his 5-second penalty and had a slow out lap because he went off at the Lecom chicane and really struggled on the outlap. It was actually surprisingly slippery, and was also surprising in how slowly the track was actually drying up. And then Pepper and I were in a phase of overtaking some cars that had committed to staying out on the inters, and a couple of them pitted. So slowly but surely we made our way back through the order, and then onto the last lap we caught up Ricciardo, who had stayed out on the inters and was in 2nd place. We both managed to overtake him in the middle sector and ended up really close by the end of the lap. Pepper tried his luck on the brakes into the final chicane. Caused a bit of a crash, but I managed to end up keeping second place, and Pepper ended up third. We were nowhere near Vettel. We were far too far in front for us to challenge. So we're going to cut to the post-race thoughts and the standings, and then wrap up the video.
I didn't make that mistake at Lacombe on the outlap on the supers. I might just beat you on your
It might have been a lap too early in the end, but like I said at the time, if you didn't take it, I would have.
Yeah. Yeah, that stop and go fucked me.
Double podium though.
Ferrari powered.
Yeah. I tell you what, the people who stayed in the actually kept up a reasonable pace until the last lap.
Yeah. Sirotkin scored points! Oh my god!
4 points as well. It's a good chunk of points.
He's no longer last.
So, Sainz out, Raikkonen out, Gasly out. Right, what are the standings now?
Well, unfortunately, the maths don't lie. I'm out of it.
Yeah, you needed to outscore me by like 23, I think.
Yeah. Shane extends his lead to Bottas to 18 points now. Vettel is now third on 23 points behind. Raikkonen has had an absolute meh of a run.
Yeah.
Since winning in Japan. He's now 36 points off. And Hamilton is 64 points off.
So Hamilton's close to being out of it as well.
Yeah. 3 races to go. And in the constructors...
Oh, I was going to go for the lower end of the top 10.
Oh. Oh, Williams overtook Toro Rosso.
I was going to go... Yeah, so Alonso's jumped Leclerc.
Yep.
And Sirotkin has moved ahead of his teammate and Gasly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Williams do jump ahead of Toro Rosso, yeah.
And we're 42 points behind Ferrari now.
Slowly whittling that gap down. Is it
It's
too
less than
too late?
1-2. It's less than a 1-2 now. There's only 1 point between Renault and Force India as well. Yeah, Raikkonen really... From winning the championship too early to this, it's been quite a tumble.
That was good.
I
I enjoyed that one. I didn't. It was horrible to drive, but the result was decent for me.
Another race you beat me where you shouldn't have.
No, not at all.
Also, shout out to Hulkenberg to getting the fastest lap.
Oh yeah, so he did.
Not by much over Sergio Perez.
Anyway, that'll be it for Spa. Short trip now to Italy.
Yep.
3 more to go.
4 men still in the fight? No, 5. 5 men still in the fight.